Hey, what you guys doing? You want to play D&D?
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Say hi to everybody. Hi, everybody.
Hey, everybody.
Hi, everyone. Hello.
So when we last left, we went through the city, did things, sold some stuff, bought some stuff, met some people. You went to the church, got a pamphlet, and then you went to breakfast, and it's still morning, and the fair starts tomorrow. So it won't let me scroll down to your name. You should have it.
I see it. Apricots.
Do you want to share it with everyone?
Oh, Jesus, this is a lot of fruit. Sure. Does that mean read it out loud?
You're the only one that has it. You got the pamphlet. Up to you.
I'm gonna skim it real quick so that I'm not just listing fruits at people.
It's not all fruit, I think.
Why would a church pamphlet be about fruit?
Fruit. Look, okay, we didn't come here to judge what they worship.
So it's the person who's been judging everything about their society?
I judged their government, not their faith.
I
Hey,
didn't
Cass?
say faith, I said society. Yes.
Can you turn up your microphone on OBS? Gabby says you're really low. So, hey, Jess, what does the pamphlet say?
So apparently, God damn it. Does the pamphlet have any pictures? Is there any art in there?
Visually and on the pamphlet that can't be shared with stream, it showed you pictures last time, and I believe it was of the stones that didn't look anything like the gemstones you sold. Is that it?
I don't know.
If
Like, do they have a...
If you wanted to give the pamphlet to me... No, because we're not doing math.
It's just text anyway. So...
Let's say it also had a picture of the Almighty Slayer's mask.
Okay. No drawing of the dragon, though?
Big dragon. But it's all in black and white, so you can't tell any kind of colors or anything like that. But the mask looks kind of like... What's your name again?
Exandra?
Exandra's mask. Sorry, I didn't have... It's been a week. I can't remember things after a week. It kind of looks like that, but much more grandiose. All made in metal with gemstones swirling in a pattern. Looks kind of like a galaxy kind of formation with different colors of gemstone. It looks very ornate and very beautiful.
Okay. And the stones, there's no color, so we're going off of shape then, yeah? What shape are they?
They're kind of like crystals. You know how they're really long crystals,
Like
probably about...
crystal rods?
Kind of like crystal rods with points on the end. And let's say they're about 8 inches long and shaped like a crystal. But let's say the pamphlet says that they're like a deep emerald green.
Okay. Cool. So this says that for many centuries, the land here was very prosperous, very abundant in fruits and mostly fruits, gooseberries, grapes, kiwi. Oh, olives. There's an olive, so not all fruits. But during that time, the people didn't wear masks. Apparently, they knew no modesty, and then the great dragon came and burrowed deep into the ground and shook the land with such force that it made the ground bleed with fire and shed tears all over the islands. The skies darkened and the crops above the ground no longer flourished. That's a very specific statement. Do they have crops underground?
Like maybe potatoes and carrots.
Oh, okay, sure. Roots, whatever.
Thank you, Dreve. You're awesome.
Just think potatoes weren't in the list. Anyway, it was then that one man donned the mask of the Almighty Slayer and gathered the greatest masters of magic. He gathered up the sacred stones and had them imbued with the most powerful of magics, the likes of which the world had never seen. And again, I feel like the island is very isolated. I'm not sure that they can make that claim, but whatever. 7 stones were placed surrounding the great dragon and made him sleep the long slumber. That sounds like death. The long sleep is usually death. The blood of the islands and the tears of the land were quelled for many years, although on occasion the great dragon would be restless in his sleep. And that is all it says. I would like to know if the Almighty Slayer mask existed before this man put it on. Like, did he make it or was it already there? And I would also like to know if it was after he put on his mask that everyone else started wearing them.
You gather that he was the first Almighty Slayer that made that mask. The skies were dark from volcanic activity is why people started wearing masks, and he donned the mask of the Almighty Slayer. He might have been the current ruler at the time. It's a little unknown because a lot of information was lost at that time. During the Great Uprising, when the dragon burrowed into the ground, lots of lives were lost. A lot of information was lost, and the country was in ruins, and this is what they've built upon since then.
Okay.
And Sarah comes by and fills up all your water and continues on waitressing. She gives you an extra roll.
I will smile at her nervously.
What do you guys think? I can't think of any like giant creatures that normally burrow.
I mean, Tarasques, right?
Do they burrow? Oh,
Where do you think they hide?
I didn't think they hid. I thought they just like arrived from another dimension and then ruined everything. I don't know a lot about Tarasques.
They keep calling it a dragon, but I have a feeling it's probably not a dragon.
Yes, I can't think of any dragons that burrow. I mean, they have caves, right, for their loot, but... I mean, maybe it isn't a creature at all.
Yeah, I'm getting that feeling too.
Then what?
Perhaps, I don't know. Sometimes, well, you've heard of sky metal? Okay. Well, sometimes things fall out of the sky. Yes. Maybe something fell out of the sky and they didn't know what it was, and it, I don't know, hit a tectonic plate. I don't know that
That's
about.
legit. That's legit.
Yeah, that's some science.
A
So now you're
house,
talking meteor, right?
a house in the sky that was beaming down things onto the ground from the Doppler radar told you that.
Hey man, there's an Underdark, right? They live under the crust of the earth. I feel like they might have some knowledge about plates.
Okay.
Or just destabilized the Earth's layer in this area. I don't know how you would fix that with crystals, though. Unless they were like
Magical.
well, I was trying to think of a specific kind of magic. If they were like preventing a disaster from continuing to happen, like creating a bubble in which this thing is always about to happen but never actually happens. I read about that in a book once. It was fiction though, so
Yeah, this could be like a whole Stargate episode.
I don't know what that means.
Star Trek. The Kirk aligned the thing in the tomb and shot the meteor away from the Native Americans on a different planet.
That was a good description. I've never seen that episode, but now I feel like I have.
I felt like I lived it when I said it.
Okay, so we have some more clues, but not much.
I mean, no, not really, unless somebody knows where. I feel like if they thought that the great dragon burrowed here, that they would have turned the site of the burrowing into a sacred place.
Ooh, I wonder if they have any scholars.
Perhaps. Or any stories about these greatest masters of magic.
Do we know... So, the crystals used to be attached to statues or something like that. Do we know... Wait, you're looking funny. Didn't they say that they've disappeared from statues?
Yeah, I think that's where the Slayer put them to stop the thing. Is that right?
That's correct.
Okay.
I believe Daytimer told you that.
Yeah.
Although, you probably don't remember Daytimer.
I don't remember his name. I remember him.
Okay, so...
And his money. What?
So hang on. So, the Almighty Slayer put crystals on statues?
And the Tremors thought.
But then the crystals
That is how the
disappeared from
dragon-
the statues?
Yes, and that is why the dragon is now awake. According to rumors.
Have we had any information about when that happened? Was it all at once?
I don't remember. And
You remember that Daytimer said that the Almighty Slayer had been missing for several years trying to locate the crystals because it has gotten bad again, so the Almighty Slayer was out to look for them.
So wait, if they
Okay.
were already on statues, then why was he looking for them? Do we know that they disappeared from those statues?
Because the dragon had woken up and the Almighty Slayer was going to find those. While he was missing, the raider activity had increased and nobody's seen him for several years.
so it sounds like the tremors all started up again, and he went to go see what was wrong, and the crystals were gone. And so he went to go try and figure out where they had gone to, and then vanished.
Or the tremors got worse, he went to look for the crystals, he decided, screw this, and became a raider.
Or that, yes. But that version of events leaves very little to be done. And he just sold them? Or they were gone and he decided not to look?
I don't make the rules.
You made that theory.
My postulations don't have to be, 100% fleshed out.
That was 0%.
It all starts with an idea, right?
I'll be right back. I need to grab my power cord.
What is this power cord? That sounds like a wonderful weapon. How much damage does it do?
D100 garrote damage.
Sarah comes by and gives you some butter for your roll.
I sheepishly take it and then very slowly spread it on my roll.
Damn, that sounded inappropriate.
But it wasn't.
Ixandra, when the server comes around again, can you ask her if there are any scholars on the Great Dragon? Or if they know anything about where all of those powerful masters of magic went?
She has a name!
Sarah, yes, I remember hers. Not that guy, though.
Which guy?
Yeah, what guy?
The man
Oh,
we traveled with? Yes. He had the wagon,
Daytimer?
Oh,
fell into a sinkhole,
yeah, you said
and then
the
we took his
server
money.
when the server came around.
Yeah,
She
yeah,
has a name.
yeah. Sarah. I don't remember hers.
Gotta have your priorities, right?
Chicks we want to date, remember their names. Rule number 1.
How y'all doing? Can I get you anything else?
Do you have any fresh water? Can I get a glass of water, please?
Oh, sure, right here. And she brings a pitcher out and fills up your water.
Also,
Hold on, I need to make a check real quick to see if I actually get to the point where I ask the question.
What? Make a nerve check?
Constitution.
Yup.
Tex.
If only there was like a reverse intimidation check.
Persuasion on yourself. Does a 13 beat your intelligence?
Oh, does it? Shit. It meets, so we're gonna say yes.
You just barely get up the nerve to ask for water, I guess. And she says, yeah, here you go.
No. I got the water. Now I gotta ask her other things. I have to actually make a conversation happen with her. Sarah, would you mind? Would you potentially have a moment to sit and talk to us about some history of your land? We're not from here, you see. We're not normally here. We're here for the festival, but we have a couple questions that this pamphlet woefully does not describe.
Well, I'm not allowed to sit with the customers while I'm working.
Could you stand
She looks over
just
at the pamphlet.
here for a minute?
She looks over the pamphlet and sees what you're talking about, and she says, oh, y'all want to talk to the priest about that, probably. That's where the people who know the most about it is.
He gave us this pamphlet, but it is not as detailed as we would like.
Well, I got a minute. What is it you want to know?
It's like a solid 30-second silence as like Kaz looks suggestively at Exandra, and Exandra is just like,
She thinks it's an awkward silence, so she just, and she sees that the Goliath is looking over her way, so she just starts filling up everybody's water to make it look like she's doing things.
so this is that the Slayer, he gathered masters of magic.
That's right.
That's right.
Yes, the Slayer.
What-
Tell us about the Slayer. That's it. Yes.
Well, more specifically, what happened to the masters of magic afterward?
Oh, well, once they imbued the stones, they didn't really need to stick around, so they just went on their way back to their own cities. But that was a long time ago.
Which cities, and did they like found academies or do anything else? I mean, like Master of Magic seems like kind of a big title to just disappear into a village and then do nothing.
It's often speculated, but it was never written down what they did afterwards in the great texts. So nobody really knows. And I'm not a scholar, so I work here. Do you all need any bread?
Sure, yes. Lovely, lovely bread.
All right, I'll be right back. I'm here. Here's your bread.
Is it known where it is that the great dragon originally burrowed?
That's hard to say. I think it was. Some people say that it went in the water between all the islands. Some people say it was on this island. Some will say on the other two. Nobody's really sure because nobody's really alive that was back then.
Except, oh, but the Slayer. Was the Slayer not there?
Oh, see, you're not from around here, are you?
Oh, good.
So the mask has been traded or been passed along many times, either by birthright, but not usually. It's usually by fighting. The next ruler will take it by force. Whoever's wearing the mask rules us all.
Yes, okay. Excellent system of government.
Well, the strongest should be in charge. That's how we've been raised.
Okay. But then why don't you just give bandits your things?
We don't have bandits in town.
Well, not in town, but like they're stronger, usually.
But
They're
also, how
not
do you
very
define
bright.
strength?
Fair.
If you can take the mask by force.
Rhetorical question. It's okay. It's a rhetorical question. Just.
She winks at you.
Ah! Woo! That's the inside soundtrack just for everybody.
What's the outside soundtrack?
Sarah knows what rhetorical.
You, so Xandra doesn't know how to wink? Or just in this particular situation?
Roll a wink check.
Is that
Like-
going to be persuasion?
That'd be Dex. That'd be straight up
It
Dex.
wouldn't be performance?
Facial dex.
That was
Dex
her
is
interpretation of
at,
like
difficulty of 10 for winking. 8. Difficulty of 8 for winking.
Did you say straight dex?
Straight Dex. You managed to have an awkward wink. She smiles.
Just-
We all feel uncomfortable.
It's slightly better than Rihanna's.
What?
Have you seen like people make compilation videos of Rihanna trying to wink? She usually just blinks. It's really cute.
Excuse me.
I don't understand what that was.
That was her Googling that immediately.
Your keyboard's much lower down. If you want to actually contact with it, you gotta like way down there. I gotta
You don't know.
Oh, that's 2 for me today from 2 different directions.
Do we want to go talk to the priest again? Just go back after breakfast and be like, hello, we read your pamphlet. It was not illuminating. And your dragon could be drawn a little better.
Let's go. I would love to
I
see how
didn't
that
draw-
conversation unfolds.
I didn't draw the dragon.
No, I wasn't like that was about the priest, not the. You're a very literal person, aren't you?
I feel like everyone here is. It is the beauty of their culture.
That's a word for it, yes.
You're a word.
I'm
What does
not.
that
I'm a
even mean?
tiefling. Kind of.
Is that the word you
Now
are?
who's being literal?
Is that the word you are? A tiefling? She said you were a word.
Yes,
I'm going to marry this woman.
Sarah.
All right. Y'all need anything else?
A marriage certificate, apparently.
You can get those also at the church.
Interesting.
Tell me, is marriage based on masks too? How does that work? Is Sarah wearing a mask?
Of course, she's wearing a server's mask.
Prettiest thing I ever laid eyes on. My
Do you
character's
think that
like,
to yourself, or do you say that out loud?
that was tabletop.
Well, that was
I don't have that
Yeah.
voice. Jesus.
That was not Xandra's character voice.
Gabby wants to get in our stream.
I love the like. That's not my character voice, and it's like, haha, with all of the 5 character voices I've had so far. But that one's definitely not. Definitely not that one.
Look, I do not believe that the nobles of Baldur's Gate all sound like that.
I want to be French. I just don't have it down yet.
Oh,
Yeah, just that. It's like how Groot talks.
I am France.
very good. I am ho.
Parlez-vous français?
Oui. Je parle français. Un peu.
Un peu.
Nope.
That's the name of my my studio album. It's gonna come out.
Do you add the extra layers or letters to make sure that people pronounce it the right way?
No, it's actually like I'm gonna go full out the route the Prince went, where it's gonna be like a symbol that stands for umpa, and people are just gonna have to, you know, or you don't. That's all there is.
Googling symbols is hard.
It is. It's a lot like trying to find a sound or a song when the only part you remember is what was it? Yeah.
Wait, she talked over. What was it?
Da da.
Oh yeah. I don't know that at all.
That happens to me a lot where I'm like, I remember these two specific sounds, and that's it. And go.
I know. I found a site from Googling that I could hum a part of a tune, and it actually looked it up, and that was pretty cool.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
when all
they
you have is da twice, and you do that, it doesn't come
Yeah.
back with the same.
It comes back with 9 million results of every song ever made.
Turns out it's a popular sound.
All right, so do we want to finish up breakfast and go talk to the priest again?
Your turn, holy man. Let's do this.
All right.
As you approach the church, as you approach the church, my CHs got messed up there. The first one, you see people leaving, so it seems to be ending the mass that you found before breakfast.
And by the way, I packed up my leftovers for later. So I have lots of leftovers in my bag.
You do.
Good. You won't be busy. I'll go in, I guess. Do I see that guy anywhere? The priest?
You see a priest and 2 acolytes straightening up from mass, straightening all the books, straightening everything, putting various offerings away.
Hail and well met.
The biggest guy comes towards you, says, "Hello, children. How can I help you?"
Big
I'll
Freddie
assume-
the priest.
Yeah, he has a priest mask on, has a volcano in the front.
I'll assume that's a religious thing. I got this pamphlet from here earlier, and I have some questions about the things in it.
Oh, you should have attended mass.
No, thank you. I would like to know if there is anything, any information about where the Masters of Magic went after these, and also if you know where the dragon first burrowed.
Well, the priests, or not the priests, the magic people, he says without making that mistake, they imbued, it took a lot out of them, and they returned to their home cities.
And
Where
then just did nothing?
They did all they could. They were tending to their cities and making sure that it was as safe as possible. Some say that they were trying to cast magical charms over the city to keep them safe. Like this one, for instance, we've never had a tumbler here. So we believe that there are enchantments over the city to keep that from happening here, as are some other cities.
But they didn't have like apprentices, or they didn't like found a school.
It's not written about, so it would all be speculation.
Okay. If one wanted to find the greatest of masters of magic now, how would you do that?
That's a question I wasn't ready for.
He says.
There are people that do magic. I mean, you could look for their masks. The higher ranking their masks, the better they would be in magic, of course.
Could you draw me a higher ranking magic mask on the back of this pamphlet?
Okay. And he draws one as best he can. He's not an excellent drawer, but he shows you what the symbol would be, which is like crossed wands that are sparkly. And he tells you that, you know, the more reinforced, the more ornate, the higher the value of the mask, which is how they would be recognized. Like gems coming out of the sparklies from the wand.
Okay.
Maybe actually inlaid old polished wood in the mask itself, or the wands themselves.
Fancy. And the dragon, the burrowing,
I believe that it went into the ocean and into the lands under the ocean. That's my belief. Some people say that it could have been on the Great Mountain where it pushed in through the top of the mountain. That's on the other island to the right.
And what is your belief based on?
I've studied the texts. There were some great risings in the ocean at the time that receded, so I feel that it might have gone in the ocean. It's speculation a little bit because the texts do not really cover that. It was a time when there wasn't many scholars around after all the devastation that went on from the dragon burrowing into the land. And it was bits and pieces put together from different places.
It really sucks when you get the pests that just dig under your shit.
I agree.
This also, this also says that the Slayer gathered sacred stones and had them imbued with magic. Why were they sacred before that?
They were the symbol of our land. They were in each capital city and every large city. There were 7 in total. They were all donated to quelling this. They were the most powerful that the magic people could find.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Has anyone gone out to investigate the water in the middle of the islands?
It's very treacherous. Some have tried, some have died.
That rhymes.
Yes, some of the time.
And I'm trying to remember, there's a similar quote from a movie and I don't remember which one.
No more rhyming now, I mean it.
Anybody want a peanut?
And this is just part of the reason I love you both so much.
Does anybody else have questions?
Table talk. I kind of feel like with this information, I don't know how quick this check would be, but we could go to that location and then have Taviana take the form of an octopus and kind of see if there's some sort of like underground tunnels or something that would indicate that a big creature had tunneled into the earth. But
Yeah, I really want to do that. Probably after the festival, because I feel like that's going to be a bit of a journey, but I definitely want to go check that out.
If we're going to do that, I'm wondering if as a druid, if I have any kind of a water-breathing thing that I could even cast on you guys. I don't have anything in my list right now, but when we take a rest, I could add it.
We could try and find things like a cloak of the manta ray or something.
or maybe water breathing potions in this
Ooh,
town.
that's a good idea too. We should check. That would probably be the easiest.
There's a druid, ranger, sorcerer, wizard spell called water breathing that lasts up to 24 hours.
Mm.
I didn't check what level that was.
None of those words were warlock, though, yeah?
Only none of them.
Cool.
Yep, and I'm a druid, so I can do that one. It is...
It's probably a higher level.
It says 3 transmutation ritual, so is that the spell level?
3 should be, yeah. And ritual means that if you take time, you can cast it without using a spell slot.
That's cool.
Level 3 spell.
All right. So if we decide to do that, I will figure out what I'm going to replace, and I'll add that.
And Dreves has
And-
level 3 spell.
And I can do up to 10, so I can do all of us, or all of you. Well, all of us, just in case.
Yeah,
Plus,
and
we can bring more people if we want to.
and if you do it as a ritual, you don't have to spend spell slots to do it.
You remember that the fair is 5 days long.
Okay.
You didn't ask, but the priest overheard you mumbling to each other and said that it would take 2 to 3 days to get to the center of the 3 islands, like where the water edge would be.
Oh, so it's not the large space between the islands. It's
You can't see the islands from land because of the sky, so I'm not sure. I've never been off this island.
okay. Also, sir, potatoes and carrots are not on this list of things that used to grow here. Did you have those imported after all of the fruits died?
They became much more a commodity after the skies turned. And I don't know why they're not on that list. I didn't write it. You sure it's not on the list?
Potatoes wasn't. Alphabetical, isn't it?
It should be. It's literally a list of 40 different vegetables and fruits.
Yeah. Lemons, limes, mandarins, mango, miracle fruit, papaya, passion fruit, peach, pear, pineapple, plantain, plum, pomegranate, and then raspberry. No potatoes. Coconuts. What's a cloudberry?
You're pretty spud obsessed, aren't you?
No.
Don't drop this potato business, man.
People keep giving us potatoes
And carrots.
and carrots.
And is that those things that they used to have, or that they used to be good, have exported or whatever?
Yeah, that they used to produce in large quantities before the whole Great Dragon business.
I
Maybe
believe
potatoes are their post option because they don't have a lot of other the things anymore, like cloudberries.
the priest looks at your pamphlet and says, "Oh, no, look at this one. You got the old version." And you might notice that there is potatoes and carrots in this list.
How about that? All right.
Well, no. Okay, so they weren't known for their potatoes and their carrots. They were known
Okay.
for all the other things.
Okay. So what do you guys want to do now?
Go to the fair, festival, best affair.
I agree. That's the fair.
Okay, so you're going to gather your horses. I believe you got saddles on all of them now, right?
Yep.
That'll make it much more comfortable. You see people leaving through the north gate, and with wagons and carriages and things like that. And you would assume that that's the way that the fair is.
Cool. Let's follow the crowd.
Did we want... No, well, what I was thinking about, never mind. But do we want... Is there anything else we need before we leave?
to say goodbye to Sarah one last time.
Good Lord.
I'm kidding. We're not doing that.
She sees you getting up. She goes over to.
Wait, we were at the church.
Yeah,
Oh, that's
you
right.
left.
Oh, she runs over to the church. Says, "Y'all come back down here." And runs back into. Did you guys pay for your meal?
Yeah, we paid up front.
That dexterity check's just sitting in chat. That's a wink dexterity check. Okay, so you pack up. You are leaving through the north gate. Are you going to try to just go leisurely with the pace of the crowd, or are you going to try and make up some time and get there, or how you want to do this?
If we go leisurely, are we going to get there by the time it starts?
There are some people going really slow.
I would like to
carrying
pass
wagons
them.
Okay. So, who rolled last? Was it, we were at the top of the order, I think? And we had Rune rolled in. So I believe it would be Casimir's D100 check.
Cool.
Yeah, I think I rolled last.
Did you?
The last encounter I have on my list is mine.
Okay, then that would mean it's Xandra's turn to roll a D100.
Right, yeah. I was the last one that rolled before Dark and Frost.
80.
And 80.
Nice prime number there for you.
Good even roll job, Ix.
I haven't heard of that before.
That imbues me with hope.
It should. I'm probably going to just skip it.
What is it?
I thought there was a rule about even rolls.
That was to get to town.
Oh.
Dianon chooses.
Is that one of the dinosaurs?
Let's see what the world says.
From Ark?
No.
It is a dinosaur.
Yeah, the new like Tomb of whatever adventure that they were playing when we went to see Acquisitions at PAX. That had a bunch of dinosaurs in it.
Yes, it did. The race.
Okay, nothing happens.
Cool. Are we there yet?
It was right next door. No, you're not quite there yet. Then it will be Casimir's D100. You travel farther. Nothing on these nondescript roads.
Have we heard anything from that Werjun?
Not yet. But it's funny you mentioned that. Because out of nowhere, you hear,
Oh no.
I immediately stop, get off my horse, pull out some remaining dried fish from before, and I kneel down and I just hold it out of my hand.
I believe it was like blonde with an orange face. Is that correct?
I remember orange face.
Maybe white with orange face.
It's a creamsicle.
The same one comes over, timidly approaches your hand, and kind of backs off a little bit, comes forward, and then takes it and runs to a tree and eats it. You can see it in the tree. It's looking at you.
I wave at it and say, "Hi, I'm Nala, sort of."
It
You,
waves back. It waves back and says, "Ah."
You probably shouldn't add sort of when you say that. It makes it somewhat less believable.
But
Nala,
I
sort
don't want
of.
to be confused later.
Nala, sort of.
What? Nala, sort of?
Good, good. Now whenever it's around, it will give you away.
Yay! What's your name?
It runs off.
I toss another piece of dried fish after it so it can get it at its leisure.
You're not sure if it's effective.
I mount my horse back up and we head out again.
You were stopped then, and somebody came up from behind you and said, "Oh, where's June? It was pretty," and rides past you. They were wearing an adventurer mask.
Hi, stranger.
Oh, hey, adventurer mask. That's cool. What adventures do you do?
Oh, whatever's needed. I go to towns, perform tasks for people that need things done.
Like taking out their garbage like the Mormons?
No, like dangerous things like attackers, things like that. Monsters, animals. Not like animals like little animals, but like big
Right.
animals. Like,
Sure.
not like.
Have you ever done anything about looking for the Almighty Slayer?
Not my job.
Well, whose job is it?
It's the Almighty Slayer. He'll look for himself.
I don't think the quest he went on was about finding himself.
Well, we all need to find ourselves.
Okay. Anyway.
He takes off. Naruhito.
He went from being clueless to philosophical really quickly.
Do you want a 100 roll?
Yes, sir.
Have fun, Gabby.
Ah. That would happen.
Oh no.
Oh,
no.
good. I doomed us all. Great.
Good job, Drax.
Oh, no, I don't have enough D12s.
God damn it.
What?
Before y'all got on, he was like, I don't have enough D12s for damage.
No, that was a D4 that I pulled out.
Mm-hmm.
And we won't need a map for this, really. You come upon a giant spider.
And that adventurer didn't deal with this?
It just now came down out of a tree.
Did it eat him?
You don't see anything laying on the ground,
Well,
like
no, of
a
course.
horse or
Spiders.
a saddle. Or, you can't. Unclear.
Okay. It doesn't sound like a very useful adventurer.
Where are you guys?
Wait, did this
You're-
just
are
happen
you still
right
on
in
the
front of
city
us?
map? Yes.
The giant spider? Yeah.
And it attacked the adventurer?
No. I was
Okay.
asking because he went ahead of us.
I said unclear. I guess do we need a map?
I don't
guess
think
we-
so.
I don't think so. No.
Okay. We'll just be there, but we won't use a map, and I'll throw up initiative. Unless you're going to try and sneak past it or something.
No.
Everything's being very uncooperative over here on my system.
I hate it when that happens.
There it is.
Yay.
Initiative rolls then?
Click your token, roll. Oh, you don't have any tokens. Just roll initiative. I'll put you in there. Oh, it's not cooperating at all. And I think the spider hasn't seen you yet, so Taviana, you get a surprise round. All of you will get a surprise round. No, just Taviana. Then the spider will notice you. If you do anything, Taviana.
1 second.
There's a big cat butt.
Okay, so I'm torn between doing an attempt to get out of the fight so we can continue on, or doing the fight so we can get more XP.
It's just a spider. Famous last word.
Famous last words.
It's a giant spider.
Okay.
I was making the noise too.
Nice.
Oh, I'm glad I wasn't looking, and thanks for repeating that. All right, I am. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and cast Entangle on it.
Strength saving throw. What's your spell save DC?
15.
It rolled a 6. It is restrained. Is that, or is that on its turn?
Creature in the area when you cast the spell must succeed a strength saving throw.
Creature restrained can use the action to make a strength check against the spell save DC. On a success, it frees itself. Okay, so it is restrained. Oh, that was a strength saving throw. Okay, I did that. Yeah, okay. Okay, that it?
Are you going to put us on a map?
No,
No.
we had a whole conversation about it.
Sorry.
It's in front of you. It's in front of the group. You're all on horses. You cast that from your horse.
Alrighty then. Do you guys want to continue on? It's entangled.
So it can kill the people with the wagons?
Alright. So I'm gonna stay where I am.
Okay. Spider's up. And that was, did you say 14 or 12? 14? Spell save DC?
15.
Say that again?
15.
15. It got a 6 again. And it's still restrained. It's facing you, so it can't do anything. So, next. Exandra.
I'm gonna charge up on my horse and attack it with my short sword.
Okay.
Does the 22 hit?
It really does. How many damages? 7. Okay.
And then I'm gonna attack again.
Okay.
Oh, that hits too.
Damn.
That hits even harder than the last one.
But the same Damaga!
Okay. That it?
Hold on. Yes, I think that's it. Yeah, that's it.
Okay. Naruhito, you're up.
I would like to try and attack it using the longbow.
All right. Let's see what you got. From horseback? First time you shot from a horseback, so no, didn't work out very well. Do you have more than one attack?
Actually, I do, so I'll try it again.
Okay. Yeah, the horse is not happy. Is that all you want? Or all
Yep.
you got?
That's all I got. End of my turn.
Casimir?
Yay. So it requires an action for me to summon my shit.
Why would you summon that?
The fling poop spell.
I hit the wrong button and all of those windows closed. It takes an action for me to summon my spiritual weapon. And when I guess that wouldn't count as an attack, so I wouldn't get my second attack, right?
Correct.
So I still wouldn't be able to use it and summon it in the same
Do you have
turn.
any regular weapons?
No, just my spiritual ones. I will summon a spiritual longbow and cast. Hang on. I need to pull that back up and see if Toll the Dead is a bonus action or an action.
How long do your
Is
spiritual
summoning a
weapons last,
bonus?
too?
No, summoning is an action. What?
How long do those last, the summoned weapons?
Until I get rid of them or walk away from them.
Concentration?
Nope.
So you had summoned one yesterday. Do you still have that?
No.
Because it would have taken an action to get rid of it, right?
No, I could have just put it down and walked away.
Just leaving spiritual weapons everywhere you go. It's like how you know how to get back.
Well, no, they disappear.
Yep, if she goes too far away from them, they disappear. I know all of this because I played a warlock in our one-off for St. Jude's last Sunday.
How'd that go? Did anybody pay for an accent?
We raised
Yes.
$650
Nice. What
for
accent?
St. Jude.
Well, Gabby was doing all the accents. But yes, someone paid the $300 for me to do an accent. I did a Southern gnome.
Nice.
Yeah.
That can be found on YouTube on Off the Tables channel.
But Gabby was doing French and Russian and...
Gabby can do all the languages, and we hate her.
Dreve did a British one, and that was awesome.
I've been corrected. It was $660.
That was fantastic. I am so proud of that.
I thought Dree's British was also excellent, but she didn't like it at all. I think we all think our own accents suck.
Yeah.
Well, that's true, but Dreve's wrong. And we're right.
Yeah, there's nothing else I can do. So, next.
Don't want to punch it?
No.
Okay. Taviana, top of the order.
All right, I'm going to firebolt him.
Okay.
But I cussed at you.
That did not hit.
Okay, I'm going to have to get more creative about my cussing. Well, yeah, that helps a lot, Dreve. But did
Is
you have
that
it
it for-
right before you did it?
Is that it for Taviana?
Yep. Unless you'll let me cast 5 more while I'm sitting here on my horse.
If it's entangled, it can still attack from where it is, right?
If it has a range attack, yeah.
Well, somebody just hit it with a sword. I think that's its range, so it's going to make an attack on... Oh, it was Exandra. Does a 13 hit?
Nope.
Okay, that was it. It failed his strength save and it missed. So, Exandra, what you got?
I'm going to counterattack with my short sword again. Ugh.
That did not hit.
Alright, extra attack.
That
Oh.
That killed it. Pretty sure your max damage is, yeah. So actually, it has 1 hit point left, but the vines that are on encasing it are holding it there. It squeals, and you take out a dagger and just stab it in the head, and it's dead. I calculate crits a little bit different than this game does.
Yeah, Roll20 does a thing. wonder if you can program it to do a different thing.
We'll look at that.
Does the spider have any loot?
It has some web coming out its back portion.
Spinneret.
Some big mandibles. Thank you. Spinneret has some big mandibles and some big pointy things on the end of each of its feet.
Does it have venom?
Ah, very, very wise in the ways of Harry Potter. Actually, I'll check. Do poison damage, so I'm going to go no.
Cool.
Congratulations, that was a CR1 monster.
Did we level?
Several times. Wait, no,
Yeah.
not at all.
Fine.
Every time. Every monster, yeah. Every time you kill a monster, you level up, yeah.
Yeah.
That's how it works.
I don't know. We've killed several monsters and we haven't leveled yet.
You just leveled.
But did we?
I can take it away.
No.
If you don't remember, it's not important to you, right? It's Nurhio, and then it was Taviana's 100. So did you guys want to harvest anything over the spider? Okay.
Is it in the middle of the road?
It's off the one side. People can get past without, you know, they can see that it's dead.
That we killed it.
It rolled over and its legs moved in on itself like spiders do.
Gross.
Unfortunately, there was nobody on the road nearby to see it happen. It took all of 12 seconds to kill it.
Can we sign it?
Ooh, that's a big roll.
That is an A+ roll right there.
I never noticed the last whatever rolls that you can re-roll a previous one right there in roll 20. That's cool.
I suggest that we take a quick break and then come back and you'll see what your encounter is.
Okay.
So we'll take a quick 5-minute break and we'll be back right after that with impending doom.
Yay.
Great.
You come upon, I think I can just move you. And there's a map cast.
I'll wait till it changes.
Do you see new map? You can change your marching order if you like. I just have that there as because. You can be side by side. The fluffy green parts are grass. There's a big rock you can see next to the path. To the right, you see a carriage overturned, a dead horse with a dead guy by it. You see various mean-looking people with red masks on, and you can see a tent above at the top portion of the map. The big fluffy green things are trees. The thing in the middle is the path. but you can step off the path easily.
Is there anyone alive still who's not wearing a red mask?
You only see one person face down next to the carriage in white, like a white robe.
Okay.
You see 7 red masks.
You guys want to be raiders?
Did we see them early enough to change our masks?
When you come upon this, they have not seen you or taken notice of you yet, but they are. Excuse me, while the airplane goes by. They seem to be going as quick as you, doing things quickly because they know this is a well-traveled road. So, they're trying to just get back in hiding, I guess. This looks like a campsite, so this guy was probably staying here, and they must have ambushed him, as much as you can tell.
So I'm assuming that we have been moving at a decent pace so that most of the people traveling are behind us?
Except for the people that are in front of you, yes.
That have already gone past the raiders?
Yes. This looks like it just happened. I'm not going to say why, because it would be too sad.
Oh,
Say it.
It's already said they killed a horse.
And the horse is kind of twitching.
oh no, that's very
the sad
rude.
part.
Okay, yeah.
Next time, just trust me when I say it's too sad.
I think it's better if we do not do the raider mass right now because the people behind us could come up on us, think we're raiders. So I think we should just fight them as us. And my first action would be to go put the horse out of its misery.
I agree, but my reason is because they killed a horse, and I'm mad about it.
Do you still have your spectral weapon?
I do. I kept it this time because we're on a danger road.
Okay, if you're going to do that remotely, then I'll hold off.
Do you guys want to adjust your position? Or are you good with it? Whatever you want to do.
I would like, if I get off the horse, I still have a good line of sight on these guys.
Yes, the only thing that's really obscuring is that wagon
Okay.
from that guy that's yellow, a pale yellow.
Okay.
That
I would
be
like.
a good place to put our horses too.
Well, I mean, bringing them over to these guys doesn't seem like the best. I would like to get off my horse and secure it to the side of the road behind us and then go fight these guys. 'Cause obviously, they're horse killers.
Your horses are very well trained.
Cool. And and I would like to use my longbow to hit the purple guy, I guess. Because I don't have good line of sight on the yellow guy, right?
I mean, you can move to get good line of sight on the yellow guy, yes. You're all going to get one action. You can position yourself at the bottom of the map. Don't go too far, because then they'll see you.
Right.
You'll each get a surprise action.
Okay. Like here? Is that good?
Okay, that's fine.
Okay. And I'll take a longbow shot at that guy, the yellow guy.
With a spectral weapon. Okay. That hits.
Sweet.
And that's yellow.
Yeah. And that's an attack action, right? So I can shoot him again?
If that's your ability, yes. That also hits. Okay. Who's next?
I'll go next. I'm gonna peek out from behind the wagon, lean against Kaz a bit, and shoot off a firebolt.
At who?
Purple.
Okay. That hits.
You should have heard that curse.
The guy is not happy, as a general rule of thumb. Okay.
And then I peek back behind the wagon.
Okay. Who is next?
I'll go next. I'll try 2 longbow shots on yellow.
Okay. That misses.
What have we told you about that longbow, man?
That heals him for. No, I'm kidding. No, that also misses. I'm missing a color here. Hang on. Oh, okay. No, that wasn't it. There it is. Okay. Who's left? Alexandra? Who are you going to pick on?
Everybody.
That's a bad guy right there by the horse, isn't it?
Yeah, that's the one I
the
shot
you guys
at.
have been shooting at.
That's
Yellow.
why I was
Yellow.
really. That's why I was really confused that you went for the purple guy.
I'm sorry, I marked the wrong guy. He's not as upset as he was, as I thought he was, because I went for yellow instead of purple. That's my fault.
Mine too.
Okay.
Um. How good do you guys feel about being sneaky? Like, do you guys want to get close to these guys, or do you want to stay far away?
It's gonna take an action for me to switch my weapon situation. So for now, I'd prefer staying back. But like, if you want to run up and fuck some people up, I will support you and provide cover fire.
Ditto.
Yeah, no, that's not what I was thinking. I was just trying to gauge if we need to be able to see them to attack them because I can cast Fog Cloud.
Naruhito's still practicing bow on horse. Oh, you're probably not on a horse, are you?
You know, that was from the ground.
He just forgot that he doesn't know how to use a longbow.
He restrung it and everything with a brand new string and everything.
Okay, I'm going to use a longbow on. Well, I'm going to move and then I'm going to use a longbow.
Okay. On whom?
The yellow guy.
Okay.
Does that hit?
That does not hit.
Damn. All right, I'll try again.
That one hits.
And then I'm going to take cover behind this tree.
Okay. Now, It's initiative. Cool. Yeah, that one guy's name is Green Slash.
Sweet.
Norahito, surprise round's over. You're up.
So I'm gonna run at yellow and attack him with my longsword.
Good plan.
I just noticed my initiative roll isn't in there. Sorry, I did not click my character first.
Oops. It's still your turn. Hang on. Which one of you two has the highest dex modifier?
I've got 3.
Norahito is going to go first anyway, so we'll ladies first. Norahito.
So I hit him with 22 and then hit him for 15.
And that was yellow, correct?
Yes.
Yellow falls, being impaled by his longsword right through the chest, and he falls away from the horse.
Haha, suck it.
He is no longer breathing the life breath. And you moved to get there, right?
Yes. My full 30 to get there.
Okay. Anything else you want
Well, I mean, I do have one more attack, so I guess I will try a shot at purple with my longbow.
Oh God.
Well, it's
Okay.
all I can do. Might as well. I could use the practice.
Well, that's true. You sure could.
to? It hits.
Casimir claps.
The free action.
Thank you. I don't put my longbow down to do it, so it doesn't make a lot of clapping noises, but it is happening.
It
You
is
just
the
pluck
thought that
this-
counts.
You pluck the string. Ping, 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 ping. It's like an archer clap. Sounds like a vuvuzela.
You could do a.
Jazz hands.
I would imagine you just tap the bow with an arrow. Just tap, 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 tap.
And that is the end of my turn.
Okay, Taviana.
All right, same as last time. Lean over, brace on. I can't remember her fake name. And
It's
Bellicose.
in roll 20.
Bellicose. Whew. All right, and shoot purple again. Fireball.
Okay. She's cussing. That hits. And you don't have to cover your mouth when you cuss here.
Actually, I do because I'm actually cussing. The last two rolls I've cussed in a way that's inappropriate to me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
He really meant it. He is not looking good at all. He's super hurt, super bloody. Is that it?
Yep.
Blue sees you guys. And doesn't have a ranged weapon, so does not attack. He goes, ah! Green is over there. Moves to here and chucks a javelin at, is that Taviana on the far bottom left?
No, that's Cass.
Okay, at Kaz. And whiffs it. Roll to 3. Exandra.
I'm gonna move. I'm gonna crouch down behind this, sort of behind this wagon, and I'm gonna shoot at Blue.
Oh wait, I said yellow is dead. I should make the dead marker.
And take him out of the turn order.
Thanks.
I mean, if you want to.
He remains lifeless and goes,
Just checking in on all our dead bodies. Why?
that does not hit. Who are you going after?
Blue.
That also does not hit.
I stay cover behind the wagon.
You're successful. Orange is going to go. Wait, one more. I'm just going to delete the people. It's easier that way. And I won't lose them. Is going to make a longsword attack. Does a 21 hit?
Me? Yes.
Not a heat. I found the dice
Oh, good.
for 9 points of damage. Gonna swing again. Oh no, he can't. Okay. Pink. Gonna move next to the campfire. And is let's see, that's pink. Is going to take a longbow attack at you, also Norhito. And I'm assuming 11 does not hit you.
It does not.
That's all he had. Or she. Can't really tell from the masks from here. Anybody see red?
Yeah.
In the
Oh,
path.
there it is.
Yeah.
Okay. And also longbow on Narihito. You're just closest. And that's a 10, so no. I'm rolling terrible. I'm going to switch to the other dice so I can kill you guys.
It's okay.
No, it's fine. Keep going.
Stay
Yeah,
with
no.
those. I will
Yeah.
come take all your other dice away.
I'll close the door and cast a locking enchantment on it.
I'll bring the puppy.
Not the puppy.
Wow.
I'll make a noise with my chair.
Or the heater, yep. Either one would do.
That works on Sega too. So who is injured out of these guys?
Only purple seems to be suffering any kind of damage.
Okay.
Well, there's the dead guy that's not on the map anymore, but is there.
Right, no. No, I'm not looking for actual dead people.
You don't see any all the time.
But I will go over here and cast Toll the Dead on purple.
Remind everybody what that does.
So I point at him over Green's shoulder, and the sound of a loud, dolorous bell fills the air around Purple for a minute. He needs to make a wisdom saving throw.
With a DC of 16.
Yes.
It meets, so I guess it does not save, right? The damage usually is inflicted if they meet. Or no, he saved because he made
Yeah,
the DC.
yeah.
Okay. He saved.
It doesn't say half damage or anything, so I think it just does nothing then. That's fucking rude.
Wait, if the target is missing any of its hit points, it instead takes 1d12.
Yeah. It would take more damage. Like, the damage would be more for him, but he's still saved, so.
Gotcha.
Alright, so, that was ominous, but nothing happened to him. I'll just step back.
He goes, I let that push to talk in while I made animations with my hands.
Yeah.
So that's it?
Does Green want an opportunity attack?
Oh, totally. Does a 14 hit?
It does.
4 points of damage. Does you want a hellish rebuke?
He needs to make a dexterity save.
He critically failed. So he takes 6 or 10.
10.
Okay. Can you just imagine what that's like? You're running away and you're like, ah! Did more damage running away than he did hitting.
Yes. And that'll be my turn.
Okay. Purple is going to hide inside the tent. Because he leaves a blood trail all the way there.
Get back here, coward.
He says, "No, thank you." Narahito.
So I'm going to attack orange with my longsword.
I can't see anybody. This map is small for me. Okay, go. Oh, you did. That hits.
And if he's still standing, then I would like to do it again.
That was the first damage he's taken.
Oh, okay then.
The way I calculate that, you killed him outright.
Sweet.
Is that all?
Oh yeah, those were my 2 attacks. So yeah, I'm good.
I'll delete him. Okay, and I'll take him off the thing. And now it's Taviana's turn. That was a good hit. Good job.
It was indeed. I am going to conjure animals, and I can conjure 4 half CR, so I'm going to do 4 brown bears. And basically each brown bear is assigned to, let's see, we've got 5 guys still, so I'm going to focus the bears on the 4 at the top. So purple, red, pink, and blue. And the bears are going to position themselves behind each of those. It's going to go in the tent for purple too.
Stella.
Get him.
And you're over there.
I love the bear tokens.
Okay, do with them what you will. What's their movement speed? And where can you summon them to? You probably says the things, right? Yeah, so let's just say they summon near
Movement is
you.
40.
Okay.
So I summon them to me, huh? So
These are, we don't have character sheets for you for these, do we?
no, but I just pulled up one, so I'll use this one for all 4.
Okay. These 4 guys, I mean, these 7 guys saying, "Oh, there's just 4 people. We can take this," and then all of a sudden, 2 of their guys are dead, and then suddenly 4 more bears join the attack.
So that's as far as they can go right now. But yeah.
So your verbal command is something like attack the red masks or something, right?
Yep.
Can they attack upon being summoned? Oh, and also says they can appear on unoccupied spaces that you can see in range.
In that case, I'm just going to do that. I'm going to put them where I want them.
Yeah. I'm just not sure if they
It
can.
says you roll initiative for them as a group.
All right, so I've got one bear clicked, so I'm going to roll initiative.
Do they have any bonuses to their initiative? You have the sheet, right?
Do they have a dexterity bonus?
They do not.
Okay, roll a d20. Oops.
They don't have an initiative thing. Okay.
So 7.
They can hang out at the bottom with me.
You were here first. You'll go first. You probably have a dex modifier, don't you? Casimir.
Oh, yes, I do.
Okay. Anything else?
And it's a good one. Just throwing that out there. It's not like a -1.
Ah, yeah. They have a 0. Is it better than that?
Yeah.
Okay. So that is good. That was it, Taviana?
Yes. The command is I assigned each of them to a specific person, and I also I commanded them to kill them, follow them. So if they move, the bear will follow.
Blue guy goes, ah, a bear.
Pursue and destroy.
Does a 17 hit the bear?
Yes.
You hit twice for 14. Green goes next to Kaz.
You said it hit twice for what?
A total of 14 points. Crits you. For 10. Rolls again. Does a 14 hit? Casimir.
Oh, 14? Yes.
Did you take the damage already?
What was it? Sorry?
What did I say?
Hits you for 10 is what I thought you said.
I
Okay.
think it was 12.
Okay.
And then an additional 3.
Cool.
Alexandra.
Yo. I'm gonna shoot at the blue guy again.
Okay.
Does that hit?
It unfortunately does not.
And another one that does.
Ah!
Okay. Roll your damage so I can see it.
All the damage.
Okay. It's that made him bleed.
Has he been hit before, the blue guy?
That was first damage.
I'm gonna move. Yeah, I'm gonna move.
Okay. Cool. Pink says, bear. And misses, I'm sure. 7 doesn't hit, right?
Nope.
How about a 16?
Yep. And this is pink?
Correct. Hits him for 3 with a dagger. Red says, a bear. You're keeping track of all that, right, Cass?
Yep.
20 hit
Yeah.
for 10. Second attack is a 13.
Okay.
No, 13 was the attack. Did it hit?
Oh, yeah.
For 6. Casimir,
Hey.
what's up?
So, so this green guy's right in front of me, yeah? Still alive? Damaged at all?
He looks like he's taking a hit.
He
Or
took
she.
Your hellish rebuke.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Just the one, though?
It was just the hellish rebuke.
I will cast Toll the Dead on him, though.
DC 16, was it? Did he fail his save?
Yes. Huh?
So he failed.
Okay.
Was it a 1d12?
Yes.
The ringing in my ears is unbearable.
So yeah, I just put a hand out like right in his face and it just bong. And then when it's over, I just do.
I'm going to take that one too, because technically I'm playing that character, so that's 3 for me. No, I don't get that one? All right.
That does not count.
I don't make the rules. Is that all you'd like to do?
um, hang on a second. Yeah, that's all I got.
Okay. It's them bear's turn.
Go on, Bears.
And I just noticed that the character sheet for the bear doesn't allow me to roll. Or that technically it's not a character sheet, it's an information sheet, so. Alright, so
You can use your Taviana brown bear, can't you? Is that what these are?
no, my Taviana one is a black bear and higher level.
Okay. Are these brown bears?
Yes. Okay, so I'm gonna try this roll. This is purple. And this is his bite. They each get 2 attacks.
So they're both +5. So it's a d20 +5 on both of those.
So that's the bite.
On which one? It misses.
Purple.
Okay, misses. Also misses.
Okay, so then we'll go blue.
Okay. The second one hits.
That's damage.
Was that a claw
sorry.
attack?
That's damage.
Okay.
And yes, that was claw.
And that's blue, right?
Yes.
He is extremely shaken and hurt.
All right, now we're going to do pink.
Okay. Miss. Hit. What's the damage on this? It's 2d6 plus what?
+4.
+4.
So 11.
No, it's a crit, so. That was the first time Pink was hit, and he's on his last legs.
It's funny because you critically succeeded, critically failed, and then critically succeeded again because you got 20, a 1, and a 6.
All right, and lastly, red.
Okay. Red's the last one that has not been touched yet.
And this is a bite.
17 misses.
Really?
Yep. And 6 misses.
All right, then.
Purple says, "Ah, a bear!" Uh, 17 hit.
Oh, yeah.
3, second attack. That was a higher roll. For another 3. Actually, purple is going to try to move away. Would you like to do an opportunity attack?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. That hits. I think your pluses are enough to kill him. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, he's dead.
All right.
He's a +4, right?
Yes.
He's out of the fray. Okay, now Norihito.
Okay. I'm going to move here. And attack blue with my longsword.
Just walking over that horse. Poor horse. It's dead, by the way. Which color is that? Pink? No. Yeah, you're going after pink or blue?
I was going after blue.
That misses.
And then I will try it again.
Do you get advantage on flanking?
I'll give it to you, sure. Roll again one more time for that.
Okay.
Okay, that hits. He's dead. That was blue.
Okay. And that was considered my first attack.
Yes.
And then I would like to turn around and attack the guy behind me.
In pink, go ahead and roll at advantage. That hits. He did.
Nice.
Okay. Taviana. We have the bloodied green and the untouched red.
I think I'm going to. The untouched red's about to have 2 bears on him. Well, actually, I guess all the bears are going to be coming down. All the bears are going to be going after red, and then they'll be coming after green. So I'm going to go for green.
Okay.
Move down a little bit and firebolt.
Okay. That hits.
Are you sure you're not a warlock? Because that was a long curse, I feel.
It's a bad curse. I would not say it in front of any of you. Any of you, even Wade.
Wow.
Bloodied, crispy, but still standing.
Playing with that dark magic.
That it?
That's it.
He sees you covering up your mouth and going, and is very frightened of you. So attacks Kaz. And whiffs it.
I have horns.
You're all frightening. He missed.
I would imagine you are much more scary than I am.
He can't see your
elf that
horns.
covers her mouth when she talks.
You have a mask on.
Oh my god.
You can flash
My
him.
mask isn't working for the cam right now, so. I don't have a mask.
What?
None of this makes any sense. All right.
I'm very confused.
Alexandra, what you got?
I think I'm gonna run up on Red and attack him.
Let's see that happen.
Damn it!
That does not do anything. That
Damn
does not
it!
do anything.
I guess I'll just stand here in front of him now,
tell you what.
uselessly.
Let's call that your first. Those two, your first roll. Roll again at advantage because he's engaged with the bear. That hits.
Haha!
What's the damage on those?
A lot.
It's 1d6 plus 3 plus 2, so 1d6 plus 5. He is bloodied. Wait, did I do that right? Yes. Good job. You hit. First blood.
Yay!
Red says, "Ah! A bear!" 20.
All the bears.
So the bear right next to Red takes 6. And second hit gets it for 4. Casimir,
So,
do something.
um, I'm gonna run across the street and shoot him with my longbow.
He's going to do an attack of opportunity.
Yeah,
Does a 7 hit you?
sure doesn't.
That he does not hit you. That hits him.
Yeah.
There's a green. He's dead.
All right.
He had 2. I'm
Then-
sure that any kind of a 1 plus whatever you have is going to do that.
Is red the only one left?
That's correct.
All right. Then I will use my second shot on him.
Okay.
Son of a bitch.
Roll damage. The bear below him does take 9 damage.
Oh.
Wait, which one?
Oh, that makes you sad? Okay. Exandra, you take 9. No, the bear
No.
takes 9 damage.
Which
Yorito, you. Everybody takes 9 damage. No, just the bear. The southernmost bear takes 9 damage.
I can be sad.
Yes, well, that is an emotion you can have. You're right. I was wrong in saying that. Big, huge, scary bears. The bear to the south is being attacked by Casimir, just so you know.
God damn it.
Maliciously and on purpose.
Sorry. I missed.
It happens.
That was adorable. Big, huge, scary bears.
All right. I was busy putting the attacks in so I could just click them. So,
You have to worry about red.
okay. So basically, they're all going to move to red.
And then red shits his pants.
Red uses a free action and says, "Ah, all the bears!"
All right. First bear. This is I'm going clockwise from the top right.
Okay. Miss. Hit. What's the roll on that? That's
26
enough.
plus 4.
That's enough. They all dead.
Yay!
Yay. Yeah, I just murdered Green.
Okay, sorry. I was busy putting the things in so that to make it easier for me to cast the one bear roll.
She killed Green and then immediately started attacking your bears. Would you like to continue attacking
God
the bears?
damn it. No.
Seems like she hates bears.
I do not hate bears.
There.
I go over to the bears and I scratch the scruff of the back of the neck and I give them butt scratches and I said thank you.
They kick their leg. Bump, 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 bump.
I give them some of my leftover breakfast or no the leftovers from the day from before that.
I apologize to the one I shot.
It says,
And then I go over to the guy and make sure he's absolutely dead.
I want to see what they had on him.
he is absolutely dead.
And then first I want to loot the raiders.
Are any of their bandit masks fancier than the bandit masks we already have?
The blue, purple, and yellow masks seem to be better than the ones you have.
Okay. I will switch mine out for one of those.
Who else
Okay.
wants a fancier raider mask?
These have one stripe on them. It's all red, except it has one stripe, white stripe.
As if to denote rank.
Probably.
'Cause
You're
I'll
not
take
sure,
one
but
if there's one available.
you're not sure, but that would be what you think, that I had to throw in a mechanic because of what Jess did like 2 or 3 episodes ago.
And I'll also take one if there's one available.
There are 3, so who wants one?
Awesome.
There are 3, and Exandra generally does not involve herself
Oh,
with
that's
bandit
right, because
masks,
I took
so
2 before, so I'm gonna go ahead. Well, nah, I'll hang on to the 2 regular red masks, and I'll just add this one.
You're going to leave them naked then?
Yes.
mm-mm.
Meaning no masks on their face.
Right.
Keep one regular mask and leave the other one on the guy you took a mask from.
That sounds good.
Yeah, I'll add the fancy Raider mask to my collection.
Okay, so are any of the raiders naked faced? Okay. You replaced them with the common ones you had before?
And I still have one common one too, since I had 2, so.
Okay.
Do they have anything on them?
You want me to give you collectively or individually?
Collectively is good.
Yeah.
Collectively, they have 500 gold on them. Standard weapons, you know, one guy had javelins, one guy had a bow. Most of them had swords and daggers, and one had a great axe that didn't get used in this battle. Do you want to keep them, or do you want me to tell you quantities?
Sure.
Okay, there's 3 javelins. There are 4 long swords, 3 daggers. You want me to slow down?
Go ahead.
A longbow and a great axe.
Bob, do you want the great axe?
I'm not sure if I can wield a heavy great axe. I mean, I'm more of a sword guy, but I'll add it to my inventory
I'm so
for now.
glad you didn't say you were a bow guy.
Right?
I'm trying to be a bow guy. It's just not working out for me.
Maybe you'll be better with an axe.
Make better character choices.
I think we all can make better. I mean, I think we can all roll a character, but we can all also roll poorly when we are in the thick of battle. I think that's happened to every one of us.
Yeah, but
Maybe
it
not as
consistently happens when he uses a longbow.
Okay,
Maybe-
fair, but I put in work with a sword, is all I'm saying.
Maybe you should take
We
some time
know.
and talk to your longbow and maybe give it a name.
Ooh, that's good. Give it a name. That helps. Okay, any other loot? That's it?
Anything left in the wagon?
That's all the raiders had. In the wagon, you find 5 links of 50-foot rope. You find 4 10-foot poles. A bag of 10 or 1,000 ball bearings. There's several 50-pound bags of potatoes.
How many?
3. There are 4 boxes that are closed, but upon opening them, they have puppets in them. Very large boxes that probably each hold 50 puppets.
Okay.
Is the cart damaged besides being on its side?
Yeah, that was my next question too.
It doesn't appear to be from this angle. You can try and write it and see if it still rolls.
Yeah, I'd like to help with that and remove the gear from the dead horse like all of its tackle and whatnot.
Plus,
And
we
right
do
the
have,
wagon.
We do have additional ropes now.
Okay. Who's helping right the wagon and give me a strength check?
I'll help.
That's a
Wrong
save.
button.
That's worse.
Ooh.
All that was a mistake. There's my roll.
I order the bears to help.
I'll give you one 1d20 on that for all 4 of them.
Kaz strains himself and breaks, and they all trying to get the shit off the horse.
Ow.
Isn't the horse
You're-
dead?
Yeah, she's trying to get the bear off. He.
Gear off.
Managed to get the gear off. The wagon doesn't seem to be tipping over.
Should we loot the wagon?
I give the bears a pep talk
Oh my God.
and ask them to try again.
I'm also inspired by this. Not much, though.
The bears understand better, stick their noses underneath the bottom of the flat part of the cart, and are able to stand it up and push, with their bear strength and push it over. So it's righted. It doesn't appear to be damaged, and it does appear that it can roll.
All right, then we work together and rig up. I figured the 2 horses that used to pull a wagon would be the best ones to pull again, and we rig up gear to hook them up to the wagon. Do you guys agree?
Yeah. Is this wagon capable of having 2 horses, or is it a 1-horse wagon?
It's a 2-horse
Ooh,
wagon.
I like Dreve's idea.
Okay.
What, the never miss?
The warming up the digital dice.
Nice.
Oh, it's an idea for future.
Yeah.
All right, this way we can carry all the crap,
Yeah.
all the loot in the wagon.
Yep. So,
I'm gonna
Having-
go grab that tent too.
okay.
Looking inside
Is there anything in the tent?
Looking inside the tent, you find a bag of coffee, a kettle from that was on the fire. The coffee's gone cold. A sleeping mat and a pillow. The bag of coffee is about half full from the bag contents. It's probably about 2 pounds of coffee beans in a 4-pound bag.
Okay.
I believe this is the first coffee you've encountered since you've gotten on the island,
Nice.
if that means anything to you.
I would also like to, I don't know that we have time to, like, bury these guys, but do something for them. So they aren't just, like, lying around getting eaten by scavengers. Fire, I guess.
Just off the map, conveniently, you see a bog.
Oh. Well, I meant something, like, respectful for the poor guy and his horse. But,
yeah, let's burn them.
I'll
and
definitely
rob the other
toss...
guys.
Yeah, I'll toss those bandits in a bog.
Kiss a history check real quick from, who was it? Who was writing the side daytimer?
That was me.
Naruhito.
Give me a quick history check. I think he told it to all of you, so anyone else wants to make a history check. I think it was like when you were at the fire. You kind of remember that it's their way to just toss them in the bog. It was the cycle of life thing where the fish eat
Okay.
them, they eat the fish kind of thing.
Sure. All right, let's go toss everybody in the bog.
Don't forget to flush.
Is there going to be room enough in the cart for the bears?
How long do they last?
Just an hour.
No.
All right, I can dismiss them.
You can
I mean,
put 'em
they
in
can
there.
walk with us, but
You can put them in the cart, but I don't think the cart would move. I don't think it has that kind of capacity. I was surprised by the carrying capacity of a wagon recently in another adventure that I was scheming in. It's not as good as you think it would be.
All right, so just in case, I'm gonna go ahead and ask them to follow us on foot.
It's about midday after this adventure. It's probably in the early afternoon, say 2, 3 o'clock. Oh, I thought that was somebody driving on gravel, but no, it's an airplane of one of our neighbors. Do you want to just keep continuing on, or do you want to do anything else?
does anybody wander past while we're doing all of this? Like getting rid of the bodies and whatnot?
They didn't see you get rid of the bodies, but they see the horse and the cart, and a guy says, "Do you need any help?"
Oh, no. We have this. Thank
All right.
you.
They don't seem very surprised about it. They see arrows here and there, and they know that there's like a battle here, but they see your mask and they're calm.
Cool.
Good thing we didn't switch to raider masks.
So do you want to push forward, or do you
Yeah.
want to chill, or okay?
I'll be right back.
Who rolled raiders?
I think it was
Cass,
Tavi.
wasn't it? Okay.
Yeah. Doggo.
So Xandra, it's your turn.
$47.
That doesn't even make sense. So you arrive at the fair.
Yay!
The fair's closed.
Oh. Why?
They have frozen yogurt outside with,
But why?
with sprinkles.
What are this? Okay. But why is it closed?
Because it doesn't open until tomorrow.
God damn it. I thought that was yesterday.
But the sprinkles were cursed.
What?
I'm the only one that watches The Simpsons. Okay. You see big, wait. Oh, you can hear. Right, Cass? Okay. You come to an opening out of the woods, kind of, where the trees aren't there anymore, kind of out of the woods. It's a big opening. You see where the fair is. Obviously, there are walls up for the fair and gates. There's many people here, all making camp outside of the fair, and it's kind of like an area where that's acceptable all around. There are peddlers' carts lined up along one side, and they're just kind of parked there with the peddler just right outside of the peddler cart, making camp right next to it. And those are lined up to go inside the fair. There's other carts and other people, other bands, just in tents and stuff like that. And you hear music, you hear people laughing, people swapping stories. What you can see from beyond the walls, you see a large structure in the middle that kind of looks sort of like a coliseum, but not as big as it's more just made for stands. So it's a circular stands where there's something in the middle of that. And you can see various bigger structures, like places that they would sell things that are more permanent than the carts would be for like the peddlers. I got to take a drink. You see people in just plain white masks with wearing all white, directing people on where they should park and make camp. And you come up on them and they motion you to, like, you're coming up to the right of it, place where you could park and make camp.
Cool.
And while I was away, did I miss, is this a city?
No, the fair isn't open yet, the festival, whatever it's called. So there's just a ton of people camping outside of it.
Sorry. And also for clarification, I imagine that for the cart, we used the same horses prior that Daytimer had?
Yeah.
Okay. And just for flavor, I figured I would be the one to either ride shotgun on said cart or be the driver, since I was watching Daytimer do it a little bit. So
Yeah.
And if anybody wants to ride it with me, that's fine.
I will, because that was one of them was my horse.
Cool.
I didn't feel that an animal handling was necessary. These are the horses you've been riding on. They were cart horses before. They continue to be cart horses. They were good for Daytimers, so it was a non-perilous ride from the death and destruction to the peaceful fair.
Nice.
And I'm assuming that they didn't put us with the peddler carts because we don't have peddler masks. They just put us in a campground.
That's correct. You were with the general population. You didn't have a peddler badge or whatever they had to get them over there.
I mean, I do have things to sell, though.
Did you? Okay, we can back up. And let's back up. Let's go back. And the guys in the white mask approach you and say, peddler or visitor?
Peddler.
And there's say,
Art
do you have?
that.
I can do more than one thing.
Adventurer peddlers, or what did I say? You were a hunter, or what? What does your mask indicate?
Mine is like a skull with a bunch of adventure-y symbols on it.
So an adventurer's mask, an adventurer peddler. Interesting. You must have interesting wares.
It's a mix of things, yes.
It'll be. Do you want to? So you're planning on selling at the fair, correct?
If I still have some things to sell, sure.
Well, it's $20 for a peddler's fee, and you'll be assigned a slot. Or if you're not selling, then you can go to the right.
I suppose to the right.
Very well. Any motions where you can camp. Did I say $20 peddler fee or 20 gold?
You said dog.
Not any gold. Well, let's go no map, Cass. And I don't have a fair outside the fair parking lot map. So we don't have to look at that horror scene. They motion you to a plot of land that you can set up on. It's basically a 15 by 15 foot area, and plus a place for you to put your cart. horses are, you have enough room. Just set up a tent, and you're next to a small family of 4. There's a little boy and a little girl with a man and a woman. On the other side is a tent and a cart and a horse, and there's no campfire, and the tent is secure.
I would like to set up the tent that we got and make a fire.
I'll go gather some wood.
Okay, in this land, I'm going to make you make a nature check to gather wood. You find several pieces of non-moss covered wood, so you can start a fire. As you remember, the trees have a moss covering that makes them flame retardant. How would you like to start your fire?
We have the lighters.
You each have one, yeah? And somebody has more?
I have more, yes.
They're stuck inside your armor, I believe?
Yeah, that's where I had them before. I put them in my bag after I got out of there.
Okay, because that would probably be super itchy.
Yeah.
Campfire set. The 2 kids are looking over at you.
I'm going to put on a puppet show.
Ooh, okay.
Sweet.
What are you trying to make it a puppet show about?
What kind of puppets are there?
Can you show me how the puppet mouth would work with your hand?
Super can.
It's not a mouth kind. It's a fixed mouth, so you don't have
with
to.
Strings.
There are jesters. They all have masks, so that's why the mouth doesn't move. Hey, yeah. Hey. There's kings, queens. There's bow people. There's fighters. There's wolves. You can pretty much do. I mean, you have roughly 200 puppets to draw from. Wait, it was 150 puppets you can draw from.
All right.
So tell me what your story's gonna be about.
Okay. It's gonna be about
The Underdark?
no, Jesus. There are children here.
Right,
About
like
the Underdark and slavery and beholders and acid pits and all sorts of things.
Right, like we don't teach Ring Around the Rosie to children here.
We don't tell them what it means until later.
No, bow people, not archers, bow people. And stabby guys and axey guys and bow people.
It just makes me think of like little bow truckles from Harry Potter.
It makes me think of the 90s where we called girls with big bows in their hair, we called them bowheads.
That's creative.
That's not.
And one of them said, I wish people wouldn't call me a bowhead. And I said, well, stop wearing a bow.
That is not to what I was referring. I meant archery bows.
Okay.
But they're princesses and princes and all sorts of things.
I want to make a story about do they have are there any dragons, or is that like too much for these guys?
There's a great dragon.
Okay.
Okay, and there's some wormling dragons, some cute little baby dragons.
I'm gonna make a story about a princess who finds a bunch of wormling dragons, and then she takes them home with her, and the king and the queen are like, oh no, you can't have these, we have to kill them, this is dangerous. And the princess is like, no, that's terrible, I love them, they are cute. And so the king and the queen are like, no, we know what's best for you, and this is bad. And so they like try and like lock her in a room, and they put the dragons in a tower jail cell because dungeon, because dragons fly. And they put them in the dungeon, and they're like, we have to find a dragon expert to kill the dragons because we are scared. And so the princess has to break out of her room with help from a couple of the servant kids that she's friends with, and they go down and they sneak through the whole castle, and they find the dragons, and then they get the dragons, and then they have to fight their way out, and they run away into the woods, and they raise the dragons, and they live happily ever after.
You succeed. Let's see how well you succeed. Go ahead and roll.
Okay.
I was enthralled. Performance. At advantage.
Sweet.
Some of the other kids from other camps came over, and they were also really happy by it. You had about 15 kids in total just watching every move you made, and you did a really good job at it, and they were all, when it was over, they all clapped.
Yay!
So, night falls, the kids go off on their merry way. Yeah. Self 5, yeah. That's a clap. The kids go back, and they're all wide-eyed, and they were telling everybody about the story they just heard, and they're telling their parents and their other friends, and they were talking about it. It's like, yeah, I want dragons. I want to have dragons. And we should go find some dragons, and all this stuff. And they made a little club, like the Secret Dragon Club, and they're all really happy about it. And then the time passes and night falls, and occasionally when it gets dark, you keep hearing, dragon! And once one kid said it, you hear like from different places in the camp, they go, dragon!
Like when dogs bark, and all of a sudden
Yeah.
you hear all the other neighborhood dogs bark.
It's like 1,001 Dalmatians. Mine was 1,001 for some reason. Yeah. Mine was a
That's the
bigger
sequel.
story. It's a bigger story.
They had a word for it, the barking something.
It was like a telephone thing, right? Dog telephones or something. It's been forever since I've seen that. And night falls, and you can decide on sleeping arrangements. We're going to go ahead and end it here. You're going to get all your spell slots back. I'm sure you didn't use hit dice, so you should be at max hit dice, hit points, and we should be ready for the fair in the morning. Anybody have anything else they wanted to do tonight?
I don't think so.
You don't want to practice puppets?
No, I think Casimir has that locked. We're good.
I loved your story. I loved your
Thank you.
puppet show. Okay, well, if nobody else wants to do anything, we're going to end it here. Thanks, everybody, for watching. Thanks, Dreve, for the 5 months in a row subscription. Love you. You're awesome. We will be back next week. Remember to watch Off the Table tomorrow. We're going to return as the Guardians of Parna, episode 37. 36, 37, somewhere in there. We took a break last week for the Off the Table charity for St. Jude's stream, where we raised $660. So thanks for coming out for that. That was awesome. We had a good time. It was a very good cause. But we're back at it tomorrow, and it should be interesting tomorrow. So come on down. Have a good break till we're back next week. That was dumb. I don't know why I said that.
Do your
Cut
homework.
it out.
Yeah, I can edit anything. But yeah, we'll see you next week. And take us out, Cass.